Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's show. Tonight we are here at the Cottage Grove Speedway, located in Cottage Grove, Oregon, and this is this track's first race of 2023, our first sprint car race in the Pacific Northwest of the season, and we are all looking forward to getting after it and racing close to home. So we're jumping back in the 360 tonight, but I think what is going to be most interesting in today's video is what the racetrack is going to do. I think it has a little bit of new material, and then on top of that, throughout the winter, this place was just hammered with rain up until I think, maybe last week. It's been extremely wet, and we're now just finally getting a little bit of sunshine to dry things out. So we have one of those cases where everything looks dry, and I'm sure they're getting ready to throw a little bit of water on it, but there's still some softer spots, and definitely as you go a couple of inches down, there's plenty of water. But I think I'm gonna head back to my pit, kind of checking out 1 and 2. It's same story as down in 3 and 4. We're gonna be getting suited up soon, got engine heat, hot laps, and qualifying. We have a strong field of 360s here between Oregon and Washington cars, and overall I think it's going to be a great night of racing. Check this out. This wasn't a new tire, but that's after 4 hot laps. So here's kind of the situation. We went out hot lapped. Remember I told you guys I wasn't sure what the track surface was gonna do. I wasn't sure how much water they were gonna put on it. They didn't end up putting much, and they were hoping that with how soft it was that we would kind of like literally, our 1,500 pound cars would dig in and bring the moisture up. And with just the sun, and I actually think it's a little harder on the surface maybe than they anticipated, and it's a tough spot, but basically I don't even know how to describe it. It's a dust bowl. Like the track's starting to seal off on top, and it's all just marbles. And it's literally like in a lap or two you can't even see the track from the stands, and we're obviously burning through tires. So I'm not sure what they're gonna do to get the surface back. They wanted us to go hot lap again, which there's no way unless the track's different. Unfortunately, we cannot continue racing. We simply don't have enough tires. One, we're not gonna make it, and it's just not worth burning up all the tires in one night, especially two when the track, we were all literally on the very bottom and the whole track is covered in marbles. I've seen a couple of really crazy scenarios in my time dirt racing, but not too many just like this where, there's definitely moisture down there. It's just trying to get to it, and they just need to probably help it a little bit more. We just needed a little bit more water on top. It just was too dry. So after a rough start, the track prep crew got equipment out there to put some water down on the racing surface, get it kind of turned over with the tiller. And then also, as they did that, some new holes appeared from the soft spots from the equipment. So they started working on those. And once they finally kind of got the racetrack in check, we rolled out for qualifying. Qualifying's complete. Feels good that we got our night started. Ended up 3rd quick. The racetrack, now that it's just, the temperatures have cooled off and they did get enough water on it to where it's pretty fast. I do think it might slowly start widening itself out maybe a little bit. We'll kind of just have to see, but we ran a good time and the car felt okay. Still needs a little bit of work, but we were 3rd quick. So now they have a 6-car invert for the heat race. We're gonna be rolling off from 6th, and we need to run in the top 4 to gain our time back. So really that's our only focus right now, as well as trying to just make a couple of changes just to, get a little bit better. I kind of feel like I get in the corner good, but I kind of lose the car on exit, and I just feel like I have less control than I need. So try to make a couple small adjustments and see if we can just fine tune. even stay because we got such a good pull to 2, so we'll be outside pole for tonight's 30 lapper. Because of everything tonight, they're just canceling the dash. So what we drew is where we're rolling off for 30 laps. Okay, so we went forward in the heat race. Luckily, we're kind of just in the right lane. And then, you know, you saw that we pulled the 2 in the redraw, which is, you know, best case scenario, you know, on the front row, 1 or 2 is about as good as it gets. So just got to try to get a good jump. The racetrack's still kind of narrow, fast around the bottom. I think passing is going to be difficult. So it's going to be, you know, it's our job to get out front and kind of control the race. We've keeping the car similar all night, trying to keep it the same thing for me to drive as the track's not changing a lot, but we do have a fuel load to deal with here. So it might be a little tight early. And like I said, just got to try to get a good jump and get out front.
He saves it. Heavy lap traffic in front of your race leader, Tanner Holmes. Garen Linder starting to chip away at that lead. 1.4 seconds is the distance between Holmes and Linder. Holmes, heavy lap traffic in front of him. Halfway home, 15 down, 15 to go for Tanner Holmes. Holmes trying to put Colby Thornhill a lap down. He gets it done. He puts Trey Starks a lap down. Working on the back of Kelly Miller. There's Carly Holmes again. Holy cow, slicing and dicing his way through lap traffic is the young man out of Jacksonville, Tanner Holmes. Looking to complete lap number 16. He does. Brent, get the famous words.
Yeah, man, my car was, really, really good there. It was tough tonight. I wasn't really sure what to do throughout the night, as the racetrack never really, it started hooked up and it kind of looked like it might go away. Then the sun set, and I was kind of making calls on what to do, and, just made a couple of slight tweaks there, and then realistically just drove the hell out of it. So that's kind of what you have to do on these hammer down racetracks, and not be afraid to be off the ground a little bit and get some wheels up in the air. And not usually my style, but just dug deep tonight to get the win.
Congratulations, Tanner Holmes. We're going to make this short and sweet. Number 18T out of Jacksonville, Oregon, Tanner Holmes.
Well, I knew I was probably gone, but I didn't want to slow down too much.
So the one time the gaggle of cars,
right before the yellow.
Right before the yellow, Linder closed the gap a little bit, but as soon as you got through it, he was stuck in traffic.
Dude, it was so
there's 2 lappers in between you.
Dude,
I knew that. Yeah.
If they bounced wrong, you were toast.
Dude, that last lap.
Dude, it almost got,
Was that 10G?
Yeah,
Dude, he bounced into you.
We almost all hit each other.
I'm like, oh my god, that was the last lap.
I had to go. So that was one of those cowboy up features. You can see the mud on the race car. I'm glad we stuck with it today. It was hard to earlier. The track conditions weren't great. We started burning through tires. And we had speed all night, but I wasn't super happy with my car, and I wasn't exactly sure what to do at the same time, because it was fast, but it wasn't the most comfortable to drive. Finally made a little adjustment to get it just to go through the holes better all the way around, and then also being in clean track, I just drove it harder, which I think helped and kept my car down, kept it stable. I could drag some brake through the ruts and, not really get upset at all. And then also at the same time, when I did get upset, just stay calm, because it's easy to get out of whack. But awesome to lead all these laps and, win our first race of the year. Yeah, thank you guys. Want to give a shout out. I got to shout out my sponsors, Shane DeWalt Trucking. He's here tonight. Man, so happy to get this win for him. Our first, our first win together, I guess you could say. And him being, a Northwest guy, just, not too far down the road with his company. Big shout out to Shane. We also have Pit Stop USA, Earth Environmental, Fast 4, Canopy Country. This win's also really cool for RTR Diesel Performance. This is our first win together. And we also have Carson, Next Gen Death, Lafarge, Pit Stop USA again, ABC Powder Coating. And then if you come over here, we got D-Ray Designs, Landon Transport, Full Send Racing, and Veenendahl Trucking. I have not a whole lot of words to explain tonight. It was just, felt great to get out front, get in our rhythm. And I told you guys, since we were at a track that was in our wheelhouse, we had our 360 package, which was so fast at the end of last year, and I would say we picked up right where we left off. So we got a nice trophy. We got some Taco Bell. It's 1 a.m. and the 18T is loaded. Proud. Proud is the word I would use tonight of my crew, my family, my supporters and sponsors, my fans. I told you guys, once we got rolling, once we got to some places we were a little bit more familiar with, maybe the 360, we were gonna get going. And tonight we just put together a whole night, put ourselves up front, and led the entirety of the race. And you know what, my car was good, but I really think we won and pulled away so much just in lap traffic. A lot of times, especially when a track's fast like that, you're this close to disaster passing lap cars that are just going at a much slower pace, and you have to pick them off like that because you lose so much ground when you don't. And so in order to win races like this and to win races at an even higher level in sprint car racing, you have to get through lap traffic, and your car has to be good enough to maneuver and do what you need it to do. And tonight we were. And overall, I'm just really excited. Gonna go get some rest now, gonna sleep really, really good, and then wake up tomorrow, analyze the race, watch some things back, see where we could have been better, and try to carry all this momentum into night number 2. So see you guys all back tomorrow here at Cottage Grove. See if we can bring home some more hardware. Deuces.